I wanted to share this video with you to talk a little bit about my creativity and how we've been able to help clients with their creativity and their amazing events over the last couple of years. As you're aware, clients come from different places, different backgrounds, and they all come with, well, different expectations. So I feel like it's our job in entertainment to be able to, well, raise the bar, create a standard that is unlike anything they've seen before, and continue to impress upon great ideas year after year. So I hope this video will show you a little bit about some of my creativity and what we've been able to do. So thank you for taking a look at this, and I look forward to connecting with you and hopefully meeting in person and working together real soon.
Baby, you a song, you make me wanna roll my windows down, cruise down the back road, gonna stop signs in the middle of every little small town. With you in this brand new Chevy with a lift kit, would look a hell of a lot better with you up in it. Baby, you a song, you make me wanna roll my windows down, cruise.
So what do you do when you have a group from all over the United States and 3,000 of them are coming to Nashville and they say, well, we want something that's a little bit rock and roll and a little bit country. Oh, and by the way, create an opening number with choreography, bring in singers, dancers, and after that, we're going to give out 96 awards, so we need play on and play off music for that, followed by an after party of live band karaoke. Well, I went out and I put together this great event, and that's the video you just saw, and here's a bit more from that event.
So I'm fortunate enough to be a part of a group that every year hosts about 100 of the top wedding and social event planners from around Southern California at Terranea Resort in Rancho Palos Verdes. So we came up against a challenge one year in that all the ballrooms and all the exterior adjoining spaces were booked for a corporate event, and the only space that was available on the date we were going to host these 100 planners was the oceanside pool. I don't like to just put a band on the side of a pool deck, and I thought to myself, how can we step it up a notch? So I went to Terranea and I said, look, I have this crazy idea. I don't know if it's going to work, but I want to give it a try. How do you feel about, instead of the band being on the deck, taking up precious space where we need to host our guests, why don't we put the band in the pool? Well, Terranea agreed, and with some experimentation and some creativity, here's what we came up with. I hope So over the past several years, I've had a lot of clients come to me and say, there's so many great bands out there that are all male. I want to do something different. I want to celebrate women. So what we came up with was an all-female frontline backed by an all-female band that I like to call Sister City. And what a celebration of women in music, women in business, and women in general. I hope you enjoy. This is Sister City.
That you're the one for me. The way you make me feel. I wanna dance with somebody who loves attraction, to my head, to the left.
As we continue into 2021, 2022 in the future, I know one thing for sure: events are not going anywhere. And as we as creatives continue to evolve, I've often thought it's important to remember that some of our clientele, well, coming into the professional workforce, is in their early 20s. And more I'm starting to hear about DJ-driven shows. Can you build me something that really is relevant to that younger generation? So what I put together is something I like to call EDM Live, which takes popular music and really puts it at the forefront, driven by a DJ. And then what we do is we build upon that with different elements of instrumentation and vocalists as needed. So for example, we could do a show where it's just a DJ. Maybe we add a saxophone. Maybe we add 2 singers. Ultimately, the ideal celebration of EDM Live is a DJ with a full band that is strategically brought in and out to create an experience that checks so many boxes and makes people happy from all ages.
Don't blame it on me, don't blame it on me.
So COVID-19 in 2020 sure presented challenges for the event industry. And well, the community of West Haven and Franklin came to me and said, we want to do something special, but we've got to remember, we've got to be safe, we've got to be socially distanced, and we've really got to make sure we take care of this community. And I thought to myself, well, here's a golf cart community of 2,200 homes, about 7,200 people who are looking to do something. So I went to the West Haven Golf Club and I said, look, you've got this driving range. I want to do a drive-in concert, but I don't want to do it with cars. I want to take all these golf carts in this community and I want to put them in reserved spaces. I want to bring in a stage. I want to bring in 3 bands, food trucks, socially distanced. So I brought in a stage, I brought in food trucks, we put bars all around the driving range. We had reserved parking spaces for people's golf carts. It was like a tailgate on the driving range. And we were safe, we were socially distanced, and we were creative. And this is West Haven's first annual and hope to be every year West Fest. Enjoy.